Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, my people? Oh my goodness, it's so glad that you're here. I'm so glad. And I like to say welcome to the Sheila C. Hill Show. And you know that C stands for come on in this room and take a sit down so we can chit chat for a minute, okay? The Sheila C. Hill Show is the ultimate go to podcast for ambitious individuals who want to live a more fulfilling and successful life to get valuable insights, expert tips, and inspiring stories to help you improve your lifestyle, grow your business, or hey, just enhance your emotional well being. Now, in every episode, you'll gain practical tips and insightful wisdom in the company of supportive community like yourself, of like-minded individuals who's ready to thrive. So I call this community Sheila's Thrive Tribe. So welcome. Now, if you're new, please let me introduce myself. My name is Sheila C. Hill, and I am your host. And I like to say hello. Bonjour, hola, como esta, ni hao, howdy, and what's up, y'all? Thanks for stopping by. Now, while you're here, please do not forget to subscribe, follow, and share. And you will be amongst the group of the Thrive Tribe because we are super dope over here on the Sheila C. Hill Show. Now, I'm going to get right to it because listen, there has been so much going on social media, in the news, everywhere you look. So today's topic is going to be about threads and the warning and dangers that you need to know, especially to my entrepreneurs. You know, that's how we rock, right? Because I love being an entrepreneur. But listen, there are some warnings. But for those who do not know what Threads is a new app which is created by Meta, which is the parent company of Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Now, it works similar to Twitter. Many people call it the Twitter killer, okay? But the app works where you can see posts in a feed most consistently of text. But however, now you can also share photos, videos on the threads and have real live conversation back and forth with others. Now, Meta has set a limit of 500 characters for the messages for the post on the thread app. So you can only have 500 characters. Listen, like Twitter, you can reply to the repost and quote others' posts on the app. Very similar to Twitter. Okay, now Threads also incorporates elements from Instagram, including its design and navigation system. Now, additionally, you can directly share posts from Threads to your Instagram stories because they're connected. All right. So now on Threads, you can choose to have a public or private account. Now, if your Instagram account is already verified, it will automatically be verified on the Threads as well. Okay, so that's good. It just crosses over. Now, Mark Zuckerberg, you know who he is, the CEO of Meta. He expressed his vision for Threads as a friendly space for public conversation in a post on the Thread app that he mentioned. He aims to leverage Instagram's strengths and create a new experience centered around text, ideas, and discussing thoughts. Because we know with Instagram, it was more picture based. Now he's focusing this Thread app more on the text and getting more content in that manner. All right. Now, this is part of the buzz. Now, after launching Threads, which is Instagram's real-time public conversation app, Mark Zuckerberg announced that over 2 million people had downloaded in just 2 hours. 2 hours later, after they announced it, 2 hours later, 2 million. Now the momentum, it just continued. And then before you know it, it was 5 million that they had downloaded, and the app was just going bananas, as we can say. So by that next morning, the number of downloads surpassed 30 million downloads. 30 downloads. So this, of course, was very impressive and just hitting all types of records. It was an impressive growth position. It really positioned Thread as the fastest downloaded app ever, ever. So it outpaced the initial popular Chat GPT, which y'all know I love some Chat GPT, but they had hit a lot of milestones and surpassed it. But this Threads surpassed it with the 30 million downloads. Now, Chat GPT, it reached 1 million downloads within the first 5 days. Now, Threads is expected to surpass 100 million users within 2 months. Now, that is a major milestone, and it only achieved by Chat GPT. But as you can see, Threads is passing right on by. Now, with Threads, high-profile Twitter users is crossing on over, like Ellen DeGeneres, Bill Gates, Shakira, Oprah Winfrey. They just recently joined Threads, and it was generating like a celebrity, like a celebrity type atmosphere and a celebratory atmosphere, and it was just a welcoming. So many of them was have welcoming messages, and they was eager to engage with the people on the new app. So the app has experienced such an influx of users that it apparently has some unstable activity where it was lagging. Some of it was shutting down. So of course that's expected because it has so many users in such a short time. Now, Mark Zuckerberg expressed how satisfied he was with the app success, and he mentioned that in a post on Threads. He stated that it was promising, it was a promising start, and that the beginning of something special. Now, the initial momentum demonstrated the strong demand for an alternate to Twitter, the long-standing digital town square for public conversations. Now, it's got some things going on now. Twitter saying, oh, wait a minute, this is a copycat. We're going to sue you. So, of course, Twitter is putting out a statement, and they're about to sue Mark Zuckerberg for this app for copying the Twitter profile in a sense. So we'll keep you updated on that. All right, now to join Threads, users can sign up using your existing Instagram account. So you can keep the same username, password, and account name. However, there are options to customize. You can customize your bio specifically for Threads. If you want to use Threads for something totally different than you do for Instagram, you can customize it. And you can also, it really made it really simple to transfer over, because the people that you are following on Instagram, you can automatically follow on Threads as well. So it's just a really easy process to swap over, to merge in a sense. Now, let's just talk about this. It is not that easy to leave. I'm sure out of those 30 million people, probably 100 people probably read the privacy. So just make sure you understand that the easy way to get into Threads, you cannot just leave. So while you can temporarily deactivate your profile, you can go in the settings section on the app, but the company says in its private policy that your Threads profile can only be deleted by deleting your Instagram account. It's getting sticky now. Come on. Did y'all read those? Really? Y'all didn't read it. Y'all just clicked. Y'all were so excited, right? I know I didn't read it either. All right. Now, Some users are also have raised concerns about the amount of data that the threads is collecting. I mean, just like Instagram, it's collecting information about the users, about your location, your contacts, your search history, your browsing history, your contact information that you have connected, and so much more. So, and that's according to the Apple App Store. So understand that it comes with all of this chatter, but understand underlining, they have a lot of your information. So be aware, if you have not downloaded the app yet, please read that before doing so. And if you have already downloaded the app and started using it, then you will, be subject to all of this. So it's up to you because you just can't delete the threads. All right, so this is what I really wanted you all to say. Understand. And this is the warning and the dangers, because with the new apps coming, there pose some triggers for some people, whether you want to admit it or not. The idea to stay up with the public, to stay in the know, to stay current, is that pressure that comes with just living on social media or as an entrepreneur, just trying to stay current, right? So, this is the warning I say to you. According to a survey conducted by The Hustle, more than 300 entrepreneurs was asked about their mental health. And a staggering 63% revealed that they had experienced burnout. Okay? 63% said they had experienced burnout. And additionally, 59% reported dealing with anxiety. Now, the impact of entrepreneurship on mental health is so significant. It's for both individuals with pre-existing mental health conditions and those without. Now, when this app came, I got a whiff of it on social media and more people started talking about it. It was a trigger for me. I deal with anxiety. So it was a trigger, not just to find out what it is, but to make sure, do I need to be in it? Yes or no? What does it consist of? Am I going to be left behind the curveball? What do I need to do? So that anxiety was building up. And I was just like, oh my God, I got to be a part because I don't want to be in the Stone Ages, right? So that anxiety that we put on and we put that pressure on ourselves as entrepreneurs, listen, it can get out of hand. So this is my warning to you. You have to understand, take your time. And I'm going to give you some tips. But when new social media apps are launched, listen, and an entrepreneur has not yet, listen, you even mastered one social media app? Do you know have you used it to the fullest? Or are you just popping from app to app to app because you hear people? Listen, it's very important. If you wasn't even on Twitter, why are you on Threads? Like, really? You didn't even be on Twitter. It's basically the same thing. So if you're on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok and you're not being consistent, guess what's happening? You're going to put that pressure on yourself. You're not being consistent on one app. Why are you hopping on the newest app? Because you're not doing it, right? So I know you want to get in and you want to be in the know and you want to be in the conversation, but how is it weighing on your mental health? How is it weighing on the anxiety that you deal with? Okay. Do you know what? You will be okay if you're not on it right now. It will be okay. If you have a list of things that you haven't checked off yet and you're going to skip it to jump on this app, that's a no-no. As my great grandmother would say, that's ungood, baby. That is ungood, baby. Sit down, calm down, relax. I know it's okay. Relax, release, let it go, because you have to really master where you are. Meet your goals on the apps that you're already on. Okay. And if you're not consistent enough meeting those goals, stay there until you reach those goals. Don't be in a hurry to get to the next social app. Okay. Because your mental health depends on it. And it's very important to protect your mental health. Now, here's some steps. I'm going to give you a few steps. Okay. Here's some steps that you can do. Number one, prioritize self-care. Focus on your self-care. Take a deep breath, unplug from social media right now so you won't feel that pressure, and maintain an overall well-being. All right. This includes getting enough sleep, engaging in regular physical activity, which I got to get some help with that, eating a balanced diet, and practicing relaxation techniques like meditation, deep breathing, relax those muscles, take care of yourself, take care of your physical and mental health is so crucial, especially in these times where we're so stressed out and we have so much pressure to perform, so much pressure to make, so much, oh, it's so much financial pressure, making decisions, it's so much. You have to take care of yourself. Okay. All right. Now, here's another step. Set realistic goals. Understand that it is not necessary to be an early adopter of every social media app. It's okay if you're not in there from the very beginning. Instead, set realistic goals and put priority on the platforms that align with your business objectives and your target audience. Focus on that. Continue to work it, okay? Continue to be consistent and don't try to master too many platforms at once, okay? It can lead to you being overwhelmed. It's going to add pressure to your life, and it's going to negatively impact your mental well-being. It's okay. Give it a chance and set realistic goals. All right, here's step number 3. Limit screen time. You have to establish your boundaries and limit the amount of time spent on social media platforms. Now, constantly being engaged with multiple platforms, it can drain you and it can contribute to feelings of anxiety and comparison. We compare ourselves to other people who are in similar industries or just different people that you look up to, and you compare, and it weighs on you emotionally more than you know, negatively weighs on you. So make sure you schedule dedicated periods for your social media. One thing I love to do, I love to schedule mine ahead of time. I may take like on a weekend, a Saturday morning, I'm just relaxing. I'll post my social media and schedule it for that week. So then, therefore, I don't have to be engaged every day to make sure that my posts are out there. So you have to be strategic and limit your screen time, and make sure when you're away, make sure you're disconnecting and make sure, because sometimes you can be disconnected, not on social media, but you can be thinking about social media. You can be in a situation where you're having fun with your family, but you always got to record, or, oh, I got to grab this because content is everywhere. Everything is content. It is. But what happens when it's affecting your mental health, right? So disconnect, put the phone away, relax, get time for yourself, get time for your family, and make sure you enjoy your relaxation when you're limiting your time, your screen time, okay? Now, seek support and education. Make sure you're connecting with other entrepreneurs or join communities where you can share your experiences and insights. Because what happens is there's such a stigma to not social media. There's such a stigma to mental health, and it's so hard to share it with others because of that stigma, because of that negative stigma that comes with it. But if you engage with like-minded individuals who can share your values, who can support you, who can provide guidance and educate you and understand the mental wear and tear that it weighs on you, this is where you need to be. So additionally, consider attending the webinars or workshops, anything to enhance your knowledge and your skills to just specific social media platforms. So if you want to master one, make sure you educate yourself on that particular platform. Okay. All right. Got you. All right. We're almost finished. Almost finished. Now, practice mindfulness. Woo. I love this one. Stay present and mindful when engaging with social media. Be aware of how it affects your mood, your thoughts, and your emotions. Because, baby, you know it be affecting you. You know you be trying to have a conversation with somebody and your mind is over here, or you got upset because somebody put something in your post and your comments, or the lack thereof. You don't get any support, and you're snapping at your children, you're snapping at your spouses, you're snapping at your coworkers because you're there, because your emotions is everywhere. So this is why you need to pause and take time to practice on mindfulness. And if you notice any negative impacts, such as, you're feeling comparing yourself to someone, or you have self-doubt, please take a step back and evaluate the usage that you're on social media. Engage with social media consciously and be intentional and focus on meaningful interactions. Like, for real, for real. Focus on what's meaningful. Sometimes you can be posting and scrolling. That stuff it's not meaningful. If it's not helping you to get to where you're going, don't interact with it. If it's going to bring you down to something negative, don't interact with it, because you have the power. All right. And then make sure as you're interacting that content aligns with your goals, because everyone doesn't have the same goals for being on social media, right? So your goal is merely to connect and network and socialize with like-minded individuals. That's what you do. But if it's over here where it's some mess, it's over here for some drama and all of this, stay away from that if it does not align up with your goals. Okay. All right. Last one. Delegate or outsource. Please, if you're using social media to build your brand, if you're using social media to for your business, consider delegating social media manager. There is so many sources out there now. Actually, there's a whole lot of AI. Y'all need to check out these AI, these artificial intelligence that can do it for you. But if not, invest in a virtual assistant, or get a high school student and give them some dollars, ask them to post your stuff, and they can actually have those tasks, or you can outsource it to a professional who specializes in the specific platform that you're dealing with. Now, this can alleviate, oh my goodness, so much pressure. And it can allow you to focus on areas where your expertise is, right? You got to work your expertise. So all this time you're having the time to post and do all of that, you're wasting valuable time, because you are so valuable. Whew. Okay, so this is going to help reduce your everything. It's going to help reduce everything and not make you feel so overwhelmed, and it's going to help with preventing burnout, because there's so many people who deal with burnout. So just remember, it's okay to take your time. Take your time, boo boo. It's okay. And gradually learn new social media platforms. Just take your time. It just feels like it's such a rush. Like, everybody, are you on there? What's your link? What's your link? Are you on social media? Are you on Threads? Are you on Threads? What's Threads? I don't know. What's this? What about Spill? So there's another one that came out, the Spill. It's so many things that's coming out. Relax. It's okay. Gradually learn it. Understand if it's for you, because prioritizing your mental health and your well-being is essential for long-term success. Okay, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, you have to take care of yourself. All right, so those are my warnings and my dangers, and try to avoid the triggers and everything that comes with it. Relax, relate, release, okay? Because you deserve it. You deserve it. There's no one like you. Your voice is needed. but you need to have clarity in your mind so that message can get out properly. Okay. Awesome. So now, if you are ready to share any extraordinary story on how super dope you are, listen, the Sheila C. Hill Show is looking for guests just like you. So if you would like to be a guest, please come on and register as a guest on the Sheila C. Hill Show.com. That's the Sheila C. Hill Show.com. Just click that little button that says Be Our Guest and understand that you are loved and highly appreciated. We would love to have you on our show. And listen, we're part of CTR Media Network, baby. So with that, our reach is over 350 million households, over 100 countries, right? So if you want to get your message across, this is where you need to be. So that's the SheilaCHillShow.com. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Until next time on the Sheila C. Hill Show. Let's go.